another winter themed speed build because again, I have been pre-recording some videos. I played a lot as soon as I got my computer and just kind of played and didn't really worry about editing. So a lot of these videos are from like mid and late December. So I was totally into the winter theme. I know that, it's January now and everyone's probably pretty over winter at this point. So just bear with me. This is the last snow winter build that I've done. This build is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath little winter cabin. I kind of thought that, this is kind of like where you would want to go for like an Airbnb situation, like a cute little couples retreat, or if you have one kid with you, there's a room for them upstairs. I just thought this was so cute, and the roof clips a little bit with the loft bedroom, but if you play with walls down, it's really not that big of a deal, and you can see most of the room even if you do like half walls, so it doesn't bother me when I play in something like this, but just a heads up, I guess. I wanted to build something that kind of gave the Airbnb vibes because we did just get the lot trait for a rental lot trait. I love staying in Airbnbs. I have stayed in an Airbnb quite a few times. 3 or 4 at this point. I really enjoy them over a standard hotel. They both have their pros and cons, but I really like, especially if I'm traveling somewhere new with a lot of culture, you can find some good Airbnbs in places that, have a lot of history, and that's kind of important to me when I travel. So I love staying in Airbnbs, and I just thought this is a perfectly cute little cabin for something like that. Now, there isn't a Christmas tree in this build, but there is pretty Christmas themed decor in it. I used, holly and garland above all of the windows and wreaths on the doors. I love decorating for Christmas. It's not my favorite holiday, but I do love to decorate for it. It feels warm and cozy, and I don't know, I just really like that kind of vibe, I guess. So yeah, it's just a cute little rental for winter. Since there's only bed space for 3 Sims, I did make the living area pretty small with a, just a 4-seater table and then just a little galley kitchen. I actually love making kitchens in the Sims this size. I think that they're completely functional, but still, small and quaint. They get the job done, but they're not huge. I love making just like a 9-tile galley kitchen. It's one of my staple kitchen layouts in The Sims. I especially use that layout when I'm doing a tiny house build, which I did a ton of on my channel last year just because Tiny Living was brand new. I love all of the items from Tiny Living. It's one of my favorite stuff packs for sure. And like I said, I have quite a few other Tiny Living builds, at least one at each tier. I loved that pack, so I totally dove into the challenge of making tiny houses. I really, really enjoy that pack and everything it has to offer, so I'll definitely link those up above. So check those out if you're looking for some tiny house inspiration. And actually, one of my tiny house builds has the most views on my channel. It's the only one with over 100 views, which is nothing, but it's still I will never forget logging in and seeing that it had over 100 views, and I was just wow, how nice. Oh my god, how nice. I'm telling you, I'm such a big sap, and it's hard for me to feel proud about anything, but I'm trying to get better at that, so I'm trying to just accept the nice little things, Anyway, enough about that. I didn't do tons to the exterior. I added some big trees and, like I said, the little fake pond. But because it's winter, the landscaping, there's not a lot to it. So the exterior of this one was a total breeze. I kind of put a little sign from Granite Falls outside as if it was the sign for the Airbnb. I've never actually stayed in an Airbnb that had a little welcome sign or anything like that. But also all the Airbnbs I've stayed in have been a part of a larger building or home. Actually, I take that back. One of them did have a little like welcome sign. I can't remember what it was called now, but I don't know. It was a super cute Airbnb in St. Lucia. It was beautiful. Highly recommend going to St. Lucia, after the pandemic has come to a safe travel moment, but eventually we would love to go back. It was beautiful. Best vacation I've ever had, 150%. But that's a story for another video. This video, not in St. Lucia, not tropical, winter. We are in winter, unfortunately. I don't know. Has it been super wintry where you are? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like winter? I like winter. I just wish that if it is winter and it's going to be frigid outside, then I think that it should always be snowing. I love snow. I love that everything is white and bright. But this year we have not had a substantial snow at all, which is a little unusual. We usually have a couple of good big snows. They don't last a super long time, but we have them, and this year we really haven't. It snowed pretty well all day on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which is like everything that my little heart could ever want. I was so pleased. I love snow on winter, so I was so happy when it snowed. But again, it didn't last. I wish it would have, and my dogs really like the snow, so I remember Scout's first snow. She was just so, she's crazy every day, but she loved it. She loved running around in the little flurries, and she and my other dog, Bubba, are both like black mostly, so like the snow really pops on their little black fur. But I don't know, there's still time. Midwest weather changes all the time, and sometimes we won't get any snow in the real like depths of winter, but then we'll get some in the later kind of moving into spring. So fingers still crossed, even though I'm a little over it at this point. I did include a little pet bed and a little pet toy box and some food and water bowls, even though in The Sims food bowl, water bowl, they function the same thing. Honestly, you can't have a water bowl in The Sims. They're just two bowls there for no reason, I guess. But just in case, you wanted to take your pet with you, I can imagine going to this place for like a good long 2 weeks away. I mean, we couldn't do this because we have 5 pets, as I've mentioned before. Maybe we could just take Bubba. He's my favorite, 110%. And it's because he's old. He turns 11 in April. He's been my buddy for a long, long time. So I think he rightfully holds the place as my favorite. So maybe we could take him with us. I'll have to pitch that idea, but I don't think Nick would go for that. We haven't traveled at all. I don't know what I'm saying. We haven't traveled at all since our honeymoon to St. Lucia last February. At the end of February, we went on our honeymoon like as the world was ending, and since then we have gone nowhere, which is great. We're young, we don't have lots of money to travel right now really, but that just means that we're putting some cushion in our travel fund right now. Husband, if you're listening to this, take mental notes, because that's the expectation. We're stocking it away so that when it is safe to travel, we will, because we just want to see all the things. We don't want to miss out on anything. Does that make sense? I think a lot of people feel that way, but whatever. We're kind of getting close to the end here. I'm just finishing up the main bedroom downstairs and moving into the loft room upstairs. So this is a pretty small room. It's only 3 by 5 tiles, but realistically, like, you could put 2 beds in here, 2 like twin size beds in here, and still have room for a dresser and maybe like one kind of skill activity. But I did just put 1 bed up here for now. I just thought, like, how fun would that be for a kid to go and stay and have their own little room upstairs? But I don't know. That was kind of the vibes. But we're getting close to the end here. The screenshots are coming up. So please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I upload every Monday and Thursday at around 4 p.m. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! God, I miss traveling so much. I just want to leave this house.